let's get over into what we have been watching. We will discuss Daredevil Born Again, of course, celebrating its season finale last Tuesday, and we'll discuss that in some detail. Take a look at some of the highlights of the season.
You know when the next season's coming out?
No.
Year. We got a year.
Damn. A whole year?
March.
It's done. I don't know. Anyway, I think I did see that somewhere that the next season was going to be March of next year. Yeah, Sean, we're going to get on there. I have not been ducking you, my friend. It's just been crazy busy at my actual job, and then also trying to get the stream going and working on it. So yes, we do still
plan. The wedding.
Yeah, and I'm getting married. That too. All right, Christian, what'd you watch? What'd you do? What'd you get into this week?
I think I beat Spider-Man 2. I don't know if I told you that.
You did mention that to me, yeah. You did mention that.
So I got to find my next thing to play on PlayStation. I haven't started anything yet.
Right.
It was a good game, though. I mean, I didn't like Harry being stupid Venom, though.
If you guys see my camera go in and out, that's on purpose. So.
What do you? I wish they would. I wish they would have Eddie Brock in it instead of Harry. They have Harry in it.
Harry's Venom.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Where's Eddie Brock at?
He's not in it at all. And Harry's kind of dumb too. He's like, "We're gonna save the world."
Yeah, I hear you. Christian Sean says he wants you on the show as well. He wants us both to come on his show. So.
I'll try.
We may have to do
that. Sounds good to me. I don't know as much Power Rangers as you guys.
Yeah, but. Christians. Well, we not only Power Rangers we talk about. We talk about other shit. All right. So you got Heroes. We'll talk about Daredevil Born Again. You beat Spider-Man 2.
Watch that.
We already talked about the Yellow Jackets. Almost killed each other. Let's see. What else do we have? I can't think of anything else really that you would.
You hadn't finished watching it, though. You hadn't finished Yellow Jackets.
No, I hadn't. But my opinion remains the same. I'm sorry. Let's not get into it. God damn it. No, it was fine. Again, it's still a very good show. You know, I never meant to insinuate that it was a bad show or they were doing something wrong. I just meant in terms of ranking the seasons.
Yeah, sure. Well, like I said, it sounded like you were getting distracted by the peripheral stuff, and you're like, why are they doing that instead of focusing on the main stuff?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. And you know me, I'm kind of slow, and I can't pick up on stuff as quickly as others. So I can't concentrate on like more than 3 or 4 plot lines at a time. So then they were just going all over the place. But anyway.
And some people have those same complaints. They're like, why are we bringing in guest stars and stuff and not sticking with this main story?
Mm-hmm.
And some people, like even the cast, are saying like, what's going on? This isn't the what we were pitched and stuff. Some people say that maybe, Juliette Lewis quit and changed the whole story and dynamic.
That's interesting. I haven't heard any of this. That's very interesting. I could see how it would.
Did you like the Aerosmith song?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good play. That was a good part.
That was a good part. I mean, it's always good to hear Steven. It's always good to hear Steven and the guys jamming.
I messaged Zip. I was like, dude, the use of living on the edge is one of the best uses of living on the edge I've ever seen.
I was like, I'm going to have to do that. Question from Sean. What about if they release a Spider-Man 3 game as well as Wolverine and the Venom game? So I heard...
My brothers were telling me about the Wolverine one, how it was like announced in 2021 or something.
Mm-hmm.
They still haven't done much.
Well,
I had Googled. Yeah. I Googled Spider-Man 3 after I beat Spider-Man 2, and it was talking about how you're supposed to have 2 playable characters and possibly a third. So it's like, maybe they'll just throw Wolverine in there, dude.
God have mercy. Can you imagine the chaos? I mean, you throw in Wolverine with like 2 Spider-Men and then Venom on top of that. God, just destroy the city.
The comic people would just be like, throw our hands up.
Yeah, I'd be like, happening? Whatever, why not? I would love to play a Wolverine game. My understanding is they are still working on that. I don't know. But my understanding is that it's supposed to be like open world like Spider-Man. So I think that is taking a lot of the time.
One thing we noticed after beating Spider-Man 2 was the credits took forever.
Really?
Like
The
it
credits
was
in the
like
first one took forever.
it was like half an hour of credits, dude. Longer than a movie.
Yes, I did, Sean. I did read that chapter. It was a good one. Definitely talk about it.
Crazy they have. I mean, that's just how much people work on these games. Why it's $1 billion games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, I feel you, man. I really do. I would again the Logan game. From what I saw when they were kind of more heavily involved with it, I was really impressed with. Um, they did.
I like the old X-Men games on
I was going to say,
Genesis.
didn't they had like a little bit of the gameplay? I think, if I recall, from Logan, not a whole lot, but a little bit. Um, So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, I would love to play the Logan game. A Venom game would make more sense because it's just kind of like you just swap out Spider-Man pretty much.
Do you want me to
It's like a
spoil the
skin.
game for you?
It's like a skin.
You
Yeah.
want me you want me to spoil the game for you?
I
What
mean, I
happens to
don't.
Craven?
Go ahead.
Venom bites his head off.
Oh, ooh. Like.
Like 3/4 through the game, there's a new bad guy.
Okay. Wow. It's like didn't see that coming.
Probably better than the Craven movie. My dad said he was trying to watch it and just keep shaking his head and turning it off.
Oh God. Tell him we understand. Tell him we feel his pain. Oh shit. All right. What were we talking about?
What we've done this week.
Oh yeah, what we've done this week. That's right. So you know me. I'm very random on what I watch. I watched the Steven. Yeah.
The Seagull, the Steven
I
Seagal.
I watched the Steven Seagal movie this week. I don't know why. I really don't know what. It's almost. Maybe it was
did Double Toasted have it or something?
No, it's it's almost like a guilty pleasure. I just love that sped up kung fu that he does. I mean, it's just so funny to me, especially like when it speeds up and like a lot of his older movies, especially his current movies, but more his older movies. They had to speed him up because he was slowing down a little bit. But man,
Take that back.
Which one did I watch? I watched the one with the toxic waste under the fucking
under fire or something.
Fire
down
in
below.
The hole. Fire down below. That's right. Fire down below. I said fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. All right. But yeah, so I watched that. And again, Steven Seagal is just a guilty pleasure for me. I don't mind saying it. None of the movies I have from Seagal are good, with the exception of Above the Law and Under Siege. I actually think those are decent movies and could probably hold their own without Seagal in them. So
executive decision, dude.
He's not in that very long at all. So yeah, I watched that. I watched obviously we'll talk about Daredevil. Watched Tron Legacy. I got really really pumped after I saw the trailer for Tron Ares, so I decided to go back and watch Legacy, and I forgot just how great that movie is. Not just on a visual front, but great in terms of story, great in terms of acting, great in terms of build up and all that stuff.
Who's the girl in that? Is that Olivia Wilde?
It's Olivia Wilde, yeah. Yeah, she's the female lead in that. And to be honest, I didn't see her in much after that. I know she's famous for the Sudeikis, I guess, for marrying him.
She directed that one movie, too.
Okay, maybe that's why. Maybe she's going more of a directive route. I don't know. But I remember I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be the new It girl. And then after Legacy, I didn't really... yeah, it's Olivia Wilde. Sean is the name of the girl from Tron Legacy. Me and Kush were sitting around, and we got into a discussion about how amazing the first Matrix film is. So we decided to watch the first Matrix with the awesome sound. Samuel, we're going to talk about Daredevil. Just chill. God, he keeps wanting us to talk about Daredevil. We're going to talk about it.
There was that awesome gore, dude. He's probably frothing at the mouth to talk about that gore.
I'm sure he is, but we're gonna just wait a minute. Just relax. Let's all just calm down. All right. See, he makes me lose my place. The Matrix. So we actually watched it with like surround sound. I usually watch it. You know me. I'm always watching shit on my phone. So it was really
heathen, like a heathen.
I know it's really sad at the end of the day. But yeah, I was watching shit on my phone, and to watch it on the big screen, man, I forgot how good that movie is, dude. I forgot just how great the music. Like when he does the bending, the bullet bend or whatever. I forgot like the sound effects and like all the stuff that came with that we saw in the theater, and it just took me back. So that was a wonderful
blows
experience.
You away, dude.
And then you son of a bitch, you got me hooked on that Comics Explained shit. So now I'm watching it because I kind of want to remember the stories that I read years ago.
That's neat.
So hey, hats off to that guy. I mean, he goes into extraordinary depth on explaining some of these comic stories, and he edits the panels into it really well. I mean, I subscribed and all that shit. So, what did I watch? I watched Civil War because, God, what a story. God, if you ever get a chance to read a Marvel story, read Civil War. Yeah.
And he sounds like you. He's excited about it.
He should be. It's an amazing story. Again, it's
that's
something...
what I mean. That's what when your reader is really excited about it, it's a lot more enjoyable.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if I had the shit in front of me, I'd do it all the time. But again, it's having the shit in front of you, type it out, and I don't like to use AI. So, not saying he did.
We got our own stories to tell.
That's right.
Covering those.
That's right. I ain't got time for you. So yeah, I watched that one. What else? I watched another Comics Explained, and then of course I watched my boys Double Toasted. They did some stuff on the new Fantastic Four trailer, which we'll take a look at. And then,
I watched YouTube iDubbbz do a content cop on Ethan Klein H3 podcasting.
I don't know what any of that sentence means. What you just said, I have no clue.
I'm not going to explain it either. But if people like watching the internet of Ethan Klein,
if you know, you know, kind of thing.
iDubbbz.
Yeah.
Well, it's from like 10 years ago. They used to be friends, but now they're just crazy opposite kind of ends of the political side or something. It's like it seems like they both lost their minds.
Well, apparently so. I guess that may be the case. Guys, let us know what you watched this week. We don't do this enough. If you saw something we didn't see or you watched something that you think we should talk about, don't forget, let us know via chat, via email,
or just check out. Let us know what to check out.
Yeah. Just send us some stuff.
Get off this
Christian
heroes.
loves
these
to,
heroes.
Yeah.
These heroes aren't saving me.
Christian's got nothing but time. So, yeah, you can definitely send him shit to watch. Sorry.
You know what else they've done this fourth season in Heroes, dude? They made Claire kiss a girl. The cheerleader kissed a girl. And like I said, there's a carnival of superheroes, dude. It's like Dr. Sleep. It just makes me think of these crazy, scary carnies.
Dude, the one that you were showing me when I was over at your house the other day, whatever episode, I was just shaking my head in shame. I was like, oh my God, this show. I just cannot believe this is what it became.
Well, they've also done something to Hero's brain now, and he's talking all weird and just in references, talking about Sancho Panza and the Danger Room, and we got to save Dr. Watson from Arkham Castle and the Swamp Dragons.
Jesus. Swamp Dragons.
Yep, they just keep. They're like, how do we just make him not like?
It's like what? Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, what's the best way to make people hate this fucking character?
Well, I like how I reminded you of what made you give up when I told you about.
Oh yeah.
Remember when he went back to feudal Japan?
I said that was it. I said that was the moment. I remember that was the moment I quit watching Heroes. Was when Hiro. Hiro went back in time to feudal Japan. I went, I don't know where they're going to go with this. There's nowhere. Where are you going to go with this? Apparently Christian knows. So again, I tipped my hat to him. I was like, Sir, you have gone beyond what I was able to stomach. So you're in uncharted waters now.
Well, like I said, it's like how do we make him unlikable? Let's send him back to feudal Japan, or make him lose his powers, or make
and
him
I remember
stupid.
he was in like a hospital or something. And I said, "Was he in like a mental hospital?" And you were like, "He's got brain cancer." I was like, "Jesus Christ! I mean, that's so bad. Such bad writing." Oh, and that's all you can do is what you're doing now is shake your head in shame. That's all you can do is just shake your head in shame.
Go throw a ham, dude.
Go throw a ham in a dryer.